How's it going, guys?
It's going well.
All right, let me know how to when to get started. I can see Umar has joined as well.
Algonza. Hello, Rimsha.
Islam.
Hello, Mar. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing well. Hamza, I think you can start.
Yes, I can. I was thinking maybe you'll probably need to kick off.
Yeah, you can start the session. No worries.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. For joining. I hope you guys know me. If you don't know me, my name is Hamza Siddique, and I'm working as a technical architect at Datacom Systems Limited. And I'm three times. I've been awarded Salesforce MVP for three times already, and I'm a 23 times Salesforce certified system and application architect. A quick question, Rimshad. Do we have any audience other than from Pakistan?
Yes, Hamza. I think we
Very
have
cool.
a few Indians and there's someone from China as well.
That's fine. I was just thinking if I need to continue in English or should I switch to Urdu or Hindi so that everyone can maybe benefit for all of it, all of them.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'll continue in English
Please.
anyways.
Yeah, English is fine.
All right, cool. I first of all, great job, Rimsha, for initiating this great initiative. Of course, we are doing something for admins, and also this admin training is not just, I guess, it's not for the new beginners. Actually, also for people who wants to firm their base, who wants to get into the basic admin stuff. We usually on a daily basis we don't usually work on particularly on the admin stuff. If you are a developer, if you have already experience for like 3 years, 3 months, 5 years, you're probably not really sure what actually the basic stuff really happens in Salesforce after spending some time. When you go to the basic, let's say if I ask you to go and create a basic report, after spending some time, you probably don't remember actually what happens. So this kind of training is going to help all of the people, and especially beginners who are going trailhead, learning different modules, but didn't get a chance actually to hands-on experience, especially. So yeah, I really appreciate him, Chef, for this initiative, and thank you, Umar, for being a part of these kind of sessions.
Uh,
By the way, how many sessions do we have currently in total?
so we have decided this for 10 weeks, but yeah, we will try to cover it up in 8 weeks as well.
So that's very good, very good.
Yeah. So for the people joining outside of Pakistan, I would like to introduce Hamza Siddique. He's a first Salesforce MVP from Pakistan and my mentor as well. So in Pakistan, everyone is following his like his work and how do we like you can start your career in Salesforce. And this is why I invited him. I wanted to invite him in the first session, but I wasn't able to. So this is why I invite Hamza in this session so that he can talk about Pakistan community and like how are we going to start more trainings, not just in community but also offline trainings and the stuff and what we are doing for the community based in Pakistan especially. But yeah, these sessions are for everyone. Anyone can join from like, anywhere. So thank you so much, Hamza, for joining the session and time.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for inviting me. I can come to all of these sessions. To be very honest, I'm very passionate, for this
yeah,
for the Pakistani community, and it's currently 1 a.m. at the moment where I am right now. But you
thank
can
you.
see that how passionate I am, that how happy I am at the moment to see all
Yeah,
the things here. Um, First thing first, for the Pakistani community, I want to talk to you guys about three stuff. So one is about the community, then I'll talk about the career paths the Salesforce offers, and probably more about the training, and so that probably some couple of advices that will help eventually all of you. So first thing about the community, we've been, it's been a long journey for me, especially, working working with the community, and working in the community. Um, if you heard about, I mean, as you are aware about this user group, of course, you know that there's a community groups in Pakistan, especially in Karachi, Dhang, Gujranwala, Lahore, Islamabad, and many more coming in. Inshallah. I hope so. So this is kind of stuff that these events are for you. The community groups like community group leaders like Rimsha, and other people who are creating these kind of opportunities, sessions for you guys. This is all for you. This is for the whole community, and we all do this for your time, so you can get new updates about the Salesforce, new knowledge, like we are doing right now today, inshallah, about the admin stuff, and also about the upcoming changes. And not just that, other part of the training, you can also reach out to these community group leaders because they have limited approach to the Salesforce at some level. So if you have any questions about Salesforce, any particular changes that you need to know, anything you need to raise about, you can reach out to these community group leaders, and they will surely try to get best to the Salesforce teams. Then they can bring you the answers as well. They can schedule some of the sessions with the Salesforce veterans or Salesforce MVP, Salesforce people as well. I can also help you guys with reaching out to the Salesforce developers, Salesforce developer advocates as well, who can reach out to your exact questions. If there is any limitation that you're feeling, anything that you're not getting any quick response from Salesforce support, you can reach out to them as well. So this community, this playground is actually a big platform for you guys. Now, it's not just about the training platform, it's also a big platform for you to reach out to raise your voice as well. So please utilize this as well. Um, I'm in Auckland, Zafar. It's I don't know what time zone is, but yeah, it's Auckland time zone. So so first and first, so this is a community. The other thing that we are also doing, and as a community, part of the community, is that we actually been organizing Pakistan Dream, and we've been doing this for like last 3 years as well. And this year we are coming back on October 5. This is gonna happen in Islamabad, IFQ Hotel and Resort. This Pakistan Dream conference is gonna be a little different because in the past we've been doing virtual conferences and hybrid, but this year we are going in person only. So this is going to be Salesforce MVPs traveling from around the globe, like it happened in the last year as well. Daniel Stange from Germany joined us. He's a technical architect, and this year we are super excited to say that we have already invited and got a couple of confirmation from different Salesforce people who will be joining us in this year as well. Last year it was only Answer, but now we are getting more people from Salesforce. So there's going to be more Salesforce people in this community, in this event, especially as well as we have also got some community Salesforce community team members will be joining us in person as well. So this is gonna be a little different this time, and having a saying that we are now the call for speakers are now open. So if you have any relevant topic that you want to present to Pakistan Driven conference this year. So please feel free to go to the pakdriven.com. You will find the call for speaker section there. Just fill out the form. It doesn't have to be a very technical session. It can be a very basic session that you know. It has to be very precise, but make sure that all the information that you're providing be precise with that so that it will be helpful for us to filter it out. Other than that, that not just only one group in Pakistan, not just only in Karachi, but there are many groups available. So many do virtual events as well. So try to join them as well. So this is any questions so far regarding the community stuff? I guess no.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me go to the career path. So let me quickly share my screen with you guys. Have you been to the Trailhead website yet? I guess yes. So in that website, there's a whole section called career paths. So this is gonna be a little more informative for people who doesn't know much about Salesforce or they're getting started with Salesforce. So career paths is actually a page. The whole portal this Trailhead offers is all about what are the career paths that Salesforce offers, and this portal contains all the information about these paths. So if you scroll down, there's more information about number of jobs, number of the salaries that have been made, number of remote positions and stuff. If you scroll down a bit more, there's also a quiz that will help you to identify which career path that actually matches your passion and which could be a successful way for you to as well. So you can take that quiz as well. Coming down, there's a little more information about each different career paths. So if you click on started, it will take you more details. But if you scroll down, it'll tell you a little, basic snippet different career paths. So Salesforce Administrator, there's a little small blob about what Salesforce Administrator does. Then Salesforce Developer, Salesforce Consultant, Architect, Designer, Business Analyst, Cybersecurity careers. There's more. And let's get into get started first. So when you click on the get started, it will take you to the page where you can find different stuff. So this actually probably has some new stuff like uh, I guess this is the trailhead module. You can explore different options, and this option is telling you about the. There you go. So in Salesforce Developer, Salesforce Administrator, what's the specialized skills that you need? General business skills that you need. But for Salesforce Developer, what skills that you need? What business skills that you need? So it actually gives you a little more details about what stuff that you probably need, and you can choose your career paths by using having a look at this. And if you go back to the main career path page, it also tells you about although it tells you about the US median salary, but you can by looking at the salary you can identify okay which career path is going to be better for you in terms of financial terms as well. And also if you click, let's just say, click learn more, then you get to know more about career path, how your day looks like. So now we are under the Salesforce admin career path. If you scroll down, you will get to know about the admin Salesforce skills, the careers and stuff. And when you get started, it will take you to the trail mix as well. So any of you, if you are not familiar yet, that what are your Salesforce career paths are there, then you can, of course, this is the best platform for you to. So actually, I was not sharing right tab, but of course, this is the right tab, right portal for you to have explore this tab, look for the different career paths. And if you're not probably if you don't have from the technical background, so many people come to me and ask, I'm not from a technical background, can I be a Salesforce developer? I always say that of course you can be a developer. No, nobody restricts you. Nobody creates a barrier for you to become a Salesforce developer or a Salesforce architect. For myself, if you ask me, I'm also being a technical. I'm a technical architect at the moment, but past 10 years, I was not probably 15, 20 years. I didn't have a many technical background because I was electronic engineer by my degree. But because having some little knowledge about the technical stuff, I was able to continue doing that. And Salesforce gives you a whole new opportunity, that an ease of learning paths, that you can easily switch from different one skill to one career path. So don't be afraid of different your paths. You can be from a business analyst. You can be from a business person, or you can be a technical person who can be a hyper functional, that kind of role you can also join. So there's multiple paths that you can follow in short, and you can continue you having a look at this portal. Any questions here? Very brief about Trailhead. Okay, cool. Trailhead is a Salesforce portal which tells you more about it's just a kind of a learning portal which is now combined into the whole community stuff. So if you open a website trailhead.com, then it will take you can do some trails. Trails are like learning modules that you can quickly do to learn about Salesforce stuff. It can be about administrative stuff, developer, architect. There's much more content there, so you can continue there. And also creates a profile for you. So if you go to your profile, you will see how many every module you do, you will get some points and a rank. So, and it also has a web portal profile. Your profile will also show your roles and your modules stuff. What kind of modules you have done, how many points you have, what rank are you at the moment, how many certifications do you have, what's your best skills, and also any questions that you've raised in the community and answers you have done. The whole profile will show you all about that. So this is a kind of a trailhead portal that you can learn about Salesforce and also raise your questions against any of the technology things that you need. So this is Trailhead. Where do you find latest Salesforce business analyst? On the same career path page. So if you go to trailhead.com, you'll just find the career paths. You will find the information there as well. And under the business analyst there are some more details about, and also you can find, I don't remember actually the which page was that, but I remember there was a page which tells you the how the day looks like for the business analyst, how the day looks like for the Salesforce architect, what the Salesforce architect or business analysts do in the morning, afternoon, and evening. So you'll probably know, okay, which is very better career path for you. So probably a little more exploration that you probably need, and probably they have rebranded the whole Trailhead website. I like the design anyway, but that's the way that I couldn't find it. But yeah, if you scroll, explore a little more, you will find it. I have a so first saying I have a customer success background working in a US-based hospitality company. What is the right step for follow to follow me for me? It's for you to explore. I mean, I can help you. I cannot answer you on the basis of this information that you provide at the moment. But of course, I will probably need more information. What's your interest? What's your passion? What do you want to see you doing after 5 years or 10 years? What's your life goals? Probably after letting after having these answers, I can guide you. But for your personal perspective, I think you should go to the website and look for the career paths and probably choose yourself. I hope this answered your question. Thanks, Umar, for sharing the link. All right, cool. Is there any question regarding the career paths? I guess no. All right, the last I want to talk about the learning opportunities. So I know that Rimsha is running these admin trainings. I was also looking for creating a template and creating uh, the sessions for fundamentals for the especially for the beginners, not for admins. So we'll probably run a poll on the WhatsApp Salesforce WhatsApp group. So if you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, I'll recommend you to join the WhatsApp group. So because we do more collaborate there, that's kind of a collaboration portal for Pakistani Salesforce members. So if you are not the member yet, I'll recommend you to join there. Rimsha or Hassan can share the link with you guys on this chat, so you guys can join the WhatsApp group, and we'll probably run a poll there to decide which kind of training or learning we can design or create for you. The kind of module that I was thinking that I'll be mm, working with multiple speakers, similar to what Rimsha is doing for the multiple sessions, but this was kind of a little unique that I was planning. But anyways, but I'll try to figure out what kind of different topics that probably you guys need, and we can run a poll, and we can decide what kind of next after this admin training, what other training that we can schedule for you guys. All right, over to you, Nimsha back. Assalamu alaikum, Hassan. There's a question by Zafar Ahmed. In my field, CRMs related learning is the new requirement. I want to scale my career of customer success and sales. So CRM, Salesforce is not just it's not the only CRM. There are multiple CRMs as well. So probably you need to figure out which kind of CRM you want to learn about. The basics of the CRMs are almost same if you go into the HubSpot or any other or Salesforce. Both are kind of same. The basic technology you will get to know anyways. But Salesforce is a little different than HubSpot and other in the market at the moment. So my question is, I mean, we can discuss it offline. Reach out to me, and we'll probably talk more about your personal goals, and we can, I'll try to my help. I'll try myself to, help you out. But yeah. Anyways, I'll recommend you to go to the Salesforce Administration website and explore yourself. All right, over to you, Rimsha now.
Yeah, thank you, Hamza, for joining. Thank you for your insights regarding field head and the career in Salesforce. Um, also, I think you can talk about career Trailblazer community, like the feed. We can answer and we can also post questions there if you want to talk about that.
I've reached that. I didn't tell you. I think I did that. In a Trailhead, you can also post your questions and answers. So if you got any questions related to Salesforce or about, it could be anything. It could be technical stuff. It could be any career guiding questions. It could be anything about you're facing any problem with the Salesforce. Um, even though if there's any random error that you're getting in the error ID, so you can feel free to post on the Salesforce Terminologies community group. There are many people who are raising, who actually does raise their hand to help you anything. So if you ask, I mean, if anybody asks me, what's the good thing about Salesforce? And if you ask me, only giving me one option, I'll say that the Salesforce community. Salesforce community is what it makes Salesforce successful, because all you have to do is just raise your hand, and you will find many people coming to over to you and help you figure out the problem and figure out the solutions for that. So that's the best part of Salesforce. So if you have got any question regarding either career paths, technical issues, developer either lacking either Apex lacking the components, any anything, just post there and you will find many answers. Even though before posting, just search from the Google before posting that. There could be probably a similar question available there. But if it's not, then feel free to post your question and you will find that many people will be answering you shortly.
Exactly. It is so true.
Awesome.
Zafar, feel free to reach out to me. This is my website. You will find the link and other information there as well. Feel free to reach out to me. We'll talk, inshallah.
Awesome. Thank you, Hamza. Thank you for joining and taking time. I know it's a very short session for this, this years of experience you have on your background. So, but it's a really, really short session. I hope we get more sessions from you and more insights on how we can, help the community and how we can at least start our careers and what paths to take. So it would be really great to have people around in Pakistan dreaming in person and meet you in person. So that it would be really, great to see you in person and obviously share insights because we won't be having only you, right? There would be many people
Of course.
and obviously more people around the globe that would be coming in and we would be seeing many people around us that we would be surprised that they're also working on Salesforce, right? So that would be really great.
Of course. Good to hear you. I wish I could say good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, bro. And thank you for taking time and sharing your insights. And I hope we get more sessions out of you. So thank you so much for coming. And
Sure,
we'll
sure.
be taking over from here and letting Omar continue his presentation. And you may stick around, or if you like, it's pretty late over there. You might want to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, feel free to let me know. Feel free to invite me for other sessions as well. I would love to join you guys. And
Absolutely.
good luck for the rest of the people who are getting trained through these sessions. Wonderful initiative, Hassan and Amsha. Great initiative. I'll probably bring something when I'm probably back in Pakistan for you guys for this, particularly for this initiative. I'm so happy for you guys.
We'd love it.
All right,
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks again, everyone. I'll probably get a sleep. I'll
No
see you
worries.
guys in the next one.
Take care. Bye.
All right, bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank So, Umar, can you hear me?
Yeah, Rimsha, I can.
So yeah, we can start the session and the training. You might be sharing your screen. So let's start.
Okay.
So guys, we will be having a 1 hour session today because it's already 6:30. All right. I've also announced it on the on the community learning community. So let's start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes, Umar, it's visible. You can see your screen.
Okay. Uh, Hello, guys. So this is the second session of the admin training. In the first session, we talk about the basics of cloud computing and Salesforce and how it is related to it, the architecture around the Salesforce computing, and then we just get into the basic stuff where we have given you some pre-work on how to get started with Trailhead. That is first. Then there were other few fails that were on accounts and contact, how you can do the navigation in the trailhead, and also to install your first app. So before I continue, just wanted to know if someone has any questions on those pre-works. I'll discuss the same quickly over here, but just wanted to ask any questions and someone found any difficulty while navigating things.
I have also shared a pre-work with you guys. So hope you all have completed the trails. So if you have any question, you can just ask Umar or anyone. Like you can post in the chat as well. But please complete the pre-work so that we can have a collaborative session. If you guys are not asking questions, we are not answering your questions, then I think there's no need for these sessions. This is a live session. I'm scheduling because of you guys so that you can ask your questions. Otherwise, there are a lot of videos present on the YouTube or any website, right? So please ask questions if you have any question, if you have worked on pre-work trails. Um, Also, Hamza, I have a question. Sorry, Umar, I have a question. Um,
Mhm.
are we having a hands-on exercise today?
Yeah, I'll do some hands-on as well based on the topics I wanted to cover in for today. So there would be no boring PPTs today. We would be getting directly into the org and we'll discuss the details. As I see there are no questions, I will move ahead with few things.
Yes,
So
Umar. So I just want to say, because in the last session there were few people asking for the hands-on workshops or the sessions. So this is the hands-on session we are doing today. So you guys can you can like open your org and connect your org with the trailhead and start working like Umar is presenting. All right, Umar, is it okay?
yeah, yeah, they can do it in that way also. Whatever we are doing, right, it's been given step by steps in your trailhead module,
Yes.
whatever we are going to create. So if you are not comfortable try to do it at time, you can just see what is going around and have your questions. If not, then if you're good with it, just try to do the same thing at least once so that you can understand how to go around the things. Okay. Let me continue with the session. So,
Thank you.
as of now, if you could see my screen, that screen is basically I just went on the trailhead and I have given you one of the modules where you have to create a trailhead playground. What is basically a trailhead playground? A trailhead playground is basically a developer edition org, but it is curated just to all the trailhead modules. So let's say the custom objects that you are going to create, but some basic automations are based on whatever we need to require in order to complete those exercises. Those pre-works are already being done in these specified curated trailhead playgrounds. Okay. So someone asked me a question that day: Is a developer edition is a different than a playground? No, a playground is also a developer edition. Just that this playground edition is being curated as per the trailhead. Okay. The other thing is related to installing an application. So we'll discuss about it on the same. So this is one of the apps known as Playground Starter. Okay, and this was one of your preworks where you were told to install an application. So once you have logged into your Playground, and over here, this is a option. This is a tab called install a package. Over here, you'll have to give a package ID that starts with 040 and you will have to click on install. Once you click on install, you would be able to install a particular package. What is a package in Salesforce? A package is something which consists of the applications and all the other sub modules, which will help you to work for a specific thing. There are different packages provided by like the companies which put it is like an app exchange. So basically, we have Play Store in Google, right, or App Store in with iPhone devices. So there you can go and you can just click on the app that you like based on your requirements, whether you wanted to install Instagram or something. So there also App Exchange. If I just quickly log in, So yeah, this is just like an Apple App Store for Salesforce, where different companies and they put up their apps, which can help you uh, give a customized solution. So, like for this app, this is called as Dashboard Pal. So this will help you to create different dashboards in Salesforce, right? This is leads and opportunity management. This is one of the app which help you track your leads and opportunities. So over here, you can search for any of the app. You can explore over here the products based on this is all the free apps that has been built by the Salesforce team. So that will come under Salesforce Lab. And there are a lot of application based on users. So this is just an introduction of what App Exchange is. Okay, going forward, let me log into. Okay, so we were talking about the Salesforce UI, and this is how it looked like when you first log into your system. Okay, this 9 dots, if you see, it is called as App Launcher. If you click on this, there are these are all the apps which are being configured into your system, and also you can create or customize your own application. Okay, over here, do you see this is called as an object manager? If I click on object manager, you'll see a lot of labels with some name like account, activity, assets, right? These are like as in a database, we have something to store the data, right? So this is Salesforce work on Oracle database, and these are particular entities hold the data based on their specialty. So this is like accounts. We'll discuss on what kind of standard objects we have, just navigating you through it. Okay, and also in the quick find, these are there for a lot of settings and administration setups where you can do user detail settings. You can change your company settings, which we work on that day, where we go on company information and we see that what is the org edition, what are the licenses that are available to it, and what are the permission set licenses. So these are the details of your GOR currently, what kind of licenses that has been provided to your GOR. Also, you will see one option called as deactivate org. Okay, so this is only available with the developer edition orgs. This option is not available with anyone who is working with enterprise or unlimited or any other edition of the org. Okay, so these are mostly used on the personal level as well, or to do the personal point of proof of concept testing. So yeah, so if you click on this, this will deactivate your entire org. And so sometimes people or our customers, what they do is they create these orgs and then they work on it, and then after that they do not want to have it. So then this option would be helpful so that they can directly deactivate the org from here. This is the language settings. Basically, you can set up what kind of languages you want to be available in your GOR. These are the selected ones. You can put it, you can check it from here, and then the other orgs, the other languages would be available for you. Okay, and then this is called as business hours. So let's say your company is in America, and then there are certain working hours. So you can set up the work hours over here. As if not, this is a default being set up as Los Angeles. But let's say you work in Pakistan, then you can set up the new business hours, and based on that, you can set up the holidays as well. Also, once we log into the org, we'll go to this section of users over here. So this is one of the important sections when you created your profile. Like I have created my profile over here. I can see. Let me just quickly click on it. So over here, this is the username that has been automatically given by when I sign up for this org. Okay, and there are certain informations which over here like this is a profile which I've been added to. The user license and the role is empty as of now. So basically, this is just giving an information that a user has been created into the Salesforce domain. Okay. If I click over users here, and if I wanted to create a new user, I'll have to just click on new user. I'll have to give the first name as if put this up as over here. It will. I'll have to give the email address, the username that you can change if you wanted to have it, and then over here, if you see, there are these three fields which are coming as red. So basically, these are the required fields. So profile is something in Salesforce which gives you the kind of access you wanted to have in this particular org. How you would be able to access the records in Salesforce is being determined by this profiles. So there are a lot of profiles such as, let's say, read only, standard user. And if you see over here, this is a profile called a system administrator. So this is one of the powerful profiles in Salesforce, which have all the accesses of the objects and the settings. And these are the people who actually, the system admin of the orgs, who actually work on the org. Basically, they control the entire settings of the org, and they have all the permissions to make changes to the org. Okay, and there are certain other profiles as well. So based on our user requirement, we give them these profiles. So as of now, I just put them as standard users, and then these are the user licenses that are linked to it. I'll put up and I'll click on save. You can also change other details as well if you wanted to give his email address, the working time zone, the locale where they are currently in. Right, this can be changed from here. The language, let's say, if someone wants to have his org in French, right? If I click on French and I'll save this user over here, uh, whenever this user would be logging in, they would see the entire org in the French. So if you have different users from the different locale, when you create their user, you can choose the right locale for them and the language how they want it to be, and then you can create their users. Okay, this is a bit about the settings over here. There are a lot of things. If you see in the administration part, there are email settings, data, users. So it will come up eventually when you learn different things. It is about Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, email, desktop settings, and a lot of things. So you will get to know slowly when you work on these things. Okay. Let me go to the Salesforce UI. So how to switch it to the UI? You have viewer here, right? And then this is the app launcher. Click on the 9 dots, and over here you can click type for any of the app. So by default, Sales and Service app comes by default, and there are other apps as well. We will also learn in the coming sessions how to create your own app. But as of now, I am into the Sales app. Okay. So this is these 9 dots are app launcher. This is the name of the app that is called the Sales. And after Sales, you will see there are certain tabs over there. Okay, so home, opportunities, leads, tasks. So these are called tabs in Salesforce, where you can come to a particular application, and then based on these application, you can go to these tabs one by one. Okay, as of now, these are the standard tabs, and we'll also create custom objects and tabs over here. Okay, so now we'll talk about the standard objects and the custom objects. Okay, again I'll move back to the setup from here, and I'll go to the object manager. So this button is next to the object manager, where we have different kind of objects being provided by Salesforce. So these are called as standard objects. What we mean by standard objects as is, uh, since we are working into this CRM org, right? So we have something which should store our data, right? So these entities are called as an object over here. If I click on account, right? So this is your object, and this is a detail about the object name and the API name over here. And then if you click on fields and relationships, it will tell about like what are the different fields that are created on this object. So as of now, you can see account number, account source, and everything. Let's quickly look at one record and then we will understand. I'll go on account tab, okay, and I'll open this account over here. So this is a UI of an object where we are looking on the account tab. This is the name of the account, and if you see, we have certain information that is over here. It is telling about the type, the phone number, the website, the account owners, right? And if I click on details tab, it is giving me a lot of other options based on there are certain fields over there and they have been populated with some values. So what is exactly an account in Salesforce? So I'll give you an example as that when we do the business side, we engage a particular company with us, or we engage with a person who is doing a business alone over there, right? So the company whom which we are doing the business is our account. So let's say I am working and I have a client named Facebook, right? So Facebook it would be an account over here because this is the organization or the entity I'm working with. Now, with Facebook, there would be certain people who would be working and who would be my point of contact when I go and tell them about my product. So the people whom I would be going to contact and have a conversation with, the person in actual are called as contacts. Okay, so contacts are like the person who are associated with that particular organization. So okay, so this is the standard objects, and then we have one standard object called as leads. So leads are like potential customers who are interested in our offering. So let's say if I am giving a SaaS-based offering, a sales-based solution, people who are running a bakery, they do not have a automated system. They just use the Excel sheets, note registers, and everything, but they are not sure that a particular bakery product, how much sale it has made in let's say last 20 days, from which region of the state or the city people are more coming, what is the time that is the most most rush hour for the bakery, right? So they are maintaining everything on the Excel sheet or maybe on a notepad or something, but they are not able to get insights about it. So then they approach, let's say me, they wanted to automate their entire system, and this is their business requirement. So at first time when they contact me, they are my potential leads. They are the prospect. They are not converted. They haven't chose the product. They haven't taken the product from me. Okay. So over here, I'll go and feed their information. Just for an example, I feed this as King's Bakery. I'll put the names as put the company itself. How do I got to know about it? They did a phone inquiry, okay, and as this, there are certain status. I can I put it up as open not contacted. This is just for an information, nothing much relevant about it. And then I'll click on save over here. So if you see, I just created one lead that is called as Mr. King's Bakery. Okay. I haven't given the phone number, email as well while giving the information, but this is one of my prospect who is interested in my product. Okay. Uh, After this, when this particular prospect gets in contact with me, I have given the demo how we would be able to help you via there's a lot of functions via giving them a call, scheduling them an event with them, and all those things. And after that, they agreed. Okay, we have converted them into a potential prospect. Then those people are called as opportunities in Salesforce. Sorry. So let me reiterate again. You have a potential lead or a prospect who's interested in your business. You have created that particular lead in your org, and then when we have a discussion about the same and they're interested further into our product, what we'll do is we will convert them. We'll convert them to are relevant opportunities. Okay, so these are the opportunities. That means these are the actual people from with whom we are doing the business with. Okay, so how to do that? We'll have to click on the convert button over here, and then we'll have to choose the name of the company, what the account name which we are referring to. Okay, or what I can do is I can create a new one from here, or I can choose any other existing account that is already in place. Okay, okay, remove this. uh, I just search for this particular account which was already there. Okay, and then we'll create the contact with this, or if you wanted to make a contact with any other name, you can choose this. Okay, and then this is the opportunity name. Okay, you can also change it here, and then you have to click on convert. Sorry, create name. And so as you see, right, I created one lead that was known as King's Bakery into an account, contact, and an opportunity. So the name of the opportunity is Bakery One. The contact that is created with the name of King's Bakery, and the account that we have associated it with is with the previous account. You can create a new account with it, or how you like it. Okay, and then over here, now you'll see that that lead has been disappeared from here. Why? Because you have created a new opportunity that is called as bakery one, that is coming from the this converted lead. Okay, and even if you go on contacts, you'll see this is a contact that has been just created when you have converted your lead into a potential opportunity. So these are some campaign is one of the another standard object in Salesforce, and then we have dashboards and reports. So these are the other objects that are present over here in Salesforce. Now we have talked about the standard objects which are already there into the system. Let's talk about if we wanted to create an object of our own. If I wanted to create it, how I would be able to do it. Again, what we'll have to do is we'll have to go to the object manager. Okay. Also, there's one thing. Let's say I am on accounts over here, and I open any of the accounts. Okay, just anyways, yeah. So over here, this is the object manager where if you see, I'll go back to the object manager, and these are already the standard object that has been given by Salesforce for different they have different objectives, and they have different fields which are already been created by Salesforce, so that you can get started as if from the starting. You do not have to create an account of your own and anything like this. Based on your requirement, you can change it how you want it to happen. Okay. Over here, this is an option of create. So I'll click on create on custom object. Uh, this is, let's say if I have a requirement, a specific requirement, and I wanted to create a particular object, how I can do it. Let's say I would create an object called as project. Okay. So this is a label that will come up how to look like. You can give the plural as projects, and this is a custom object to store project values. Okay, and this is the record name. Like we are seeing the account name, we wanted to see the project name, and the data type I wanted to have it as a text over here. Okay, these are some optional features while you create, while you can check. Uh, Basically, if you create a report, whether you want this particular object to be a part of this. So yeah, allow reporting, allow activities, allow in the charter. Okay, so these are the options. And then if this is an important one, so basically this shows allow search. So if you work on any of the system, right, you have a functionality of doing a search. So when you create a new object, and if you click allow search from here, it will help you to search for the particular object from the search bar itself. I'll come to the search bar for you. That is called as global search bar. Okay, and then if you add click on these two icons, it is like uh, adding notes and attachment. This is a related list where you can have a related documents attached to the particular object. And also if you click on this icon, this checkbox, this is basically for once you create this particular object, this tab will automatically create a tab for you. You do not have to create explicitly tab. If I do not click over here, what I'll have to do is I'll have to go again and create a tab, and then that tab would be visible. So for an example over here, if I do not click on that icon, right, I won't be able to see projects over here. Okay, I will have to go again into the tab section and create a custom tab, and then that would be available over here. So it is always advisable to click on this icon, and I'll click on save and new and create one more object. So that object would be developers. I'll copy paste it to the word developers and allow these options as usual. Allow search, and I'll again. So we are just creating two, three custom objects over here. So this is asking me how you wanted to have the tag style, how it should look like. I'll click on next. Okay, if I come back over here and I'll refresh this. So as I said, right, whatever the objects that I've created, that should have been created. Like the contact is there, accounts is there, but the one we have created, it's not coming up over here. Can anyone tell me why it is not coming up? Who has an idea about it? Anyone? Okay. Okay, so what I did is we have this pencil icon over here. If we click on this, this says that personalize your navigation bar. Okay, so I click in over here, and I did not find the object that I created. I click on add more items. Okay, I click on all, and then from here I choose assignment and I add it over by clicking on the add option. Okay, and then I just move this particular segment over here, and you can see that this is our custom object. Okay, yeah.
I just raised my hand to answer the question which you were asking, that someone knows why this object is not showing with all the objects, but you answered till the time I was given the access.
Okay, I was just on the other screen, so I could not see that. But yeah, it's good to know that people have an idea about it.
Okay.
No worries. Thank you, Aisha.
Okay, we have a question from Zafar that on what basis a lead is converted qualified, how to create duplicate leads for the same clients. For duplicate leads, we'll get into other sessions because this will confuse the other folks as of now. But yeah, on the basis of how the lead is converted and qualified, it depends on the conversation that you had, right? So just keep this as an example. You are selling a product, okay? You are working for a company, and let's say if you work for a particular company, you get the money from the clients that you work around. So when you sell a solution, right, you give them a solution that this is the one. So based on when you are going with your sales team and they're getting in contact, the sales people are the one basically who works on these potential prospects or the leads. And then there are conversation based on how the things would be, how our solution can be customized to their needs and everything. So based on that, it would get into the converted status. Let's say I run an internet providing I am an internet service provider based company, right? And then I have been applying for different IPOs and everything. So based on that, if I do not show further interest after let's say one time, I just check about the product and then I am not showing further interest. After sometimes you will do maybe 2 or 3 follow-ups, right? And based on that, if the person is not further interested, that lead will always remain a prospect for you. It will never get converted. So this is a business use case, but when you work upon it, you will get the direct instructions to create an opportunity or convert the particular lead into the opportunity. Then what is the main difference between object fields and records while using this interface? Okay. And how to identify whether I need to create custom object, or is there any standard which can be utilized? That is a very nice question from Rahila. I'll answer that first and then I'll go with Abdul's question. So how to identify whether you need to create a custom object or not. So this will come up to you when you have an understanding of the system. System as if what we have just seen over here is if you go back to this object manager over here, right? And if you see there are different objects based on the different needs. So if you want, this is an object called as case. So case is used as a part of service cloud mostly, where we log the cases with the what our customer has an issue, and based on that, there is a tracking on the case. Okay, there are contacts, contract based on if there is a contact being related to any of the leads or something. We have like events. So these are like standard objects which is already in Salesforce. But let's say you are working on a very customized thing. You work for a vehicle vendor where you have to have information about different vehicles. So do you see any object which is known as vehicle? No, right? You do not see that. You are not seeing anything based on, let's say, but for invoices, you might have it. So you'll search and you see invoice, you have an standard object. So for your company who wanted to have the vehicle's name and everything, you can create one object known as vehicle. For invoicing, you can use this object, which is a standard one. So a good admin or a good consultant would be a person who knows what kind of objects are already available in my org, and based on that, what I need to create. So this is always a business-based decision. It won't you won't be able to realize in one go that okay whether I need to create a custom object or not. It will come up when you start working on the system, work on the different use cases. Yeah. Okay, and then create custom objects when you cannot find the standard object. This is also the one, if you have the requirement, you can just have to create it. Yeah. And also there's one question from Abdul. What's the main difference between object fields and records? So yeah, we can see it over here. So if you see, my screen over here, I'm going on contact, right? So on this accounts, this is this is the one that is storing the information about this particular account name. So this account or the contacts over here, which is storing a name of a person, this is called as object. Okay. When you click on any of the object over here, so let me create multiple records. So we'll go with all. So over here, do you see all the accounts? So this is this account. This is an object. An object, as you see the different rows over here, these are all different records of the different accounts which is available in your org. So as of now, you can see 13 accounts which are in your org. You can create a new one, and this is your new record. That record is being created under the object called as accounts. Now, if you open any of the record over here, you'll see in the details tab, there are a lot of fields which are related to it and which is storing the data about that particular record. Like what is the phone number, what is the website, what is the revenue, what is the billing address. So these are called as fields. So first of all, we have the object. The object is known as account. Then if you see, these are the different number of accounts. So these are the set of records you have. And when you go in any of the record, you'll see in the details tab, these are your fields. Okay. I guess that answers this question, Abdul. If not, then is this all in the playground environment? Yes, Amna, it is all into the playground environment. I have not, I have a D on, but I just, as per the fields that I've shared with you, right? This is the one where I have created a playground. This is very simple. What you can do is you can just go on, click on hands-on, or since I've already created it, and then just click on create playground. It will create a playground for you. You can also rename them as if I have renamed it as admin training playground. So this is the one I'm using right now. Okay. Okay. So going further, we have discussed on custom objects as of now. Then if you go to any of the custom objects, let's say account, you have a lot of options on your left hand side. So this is fields and relationships. So if you see over here, there are certain fields that you can see it over here, right? So there are some predefined fields which have already been available, and then you can create a new field based on your requirement. Okay. So let's say uh, we have account name, number, and all these things. I wanted to create a new field. So if I click on new over here, these are the number of fields that I can create for me. Okay. It can be an auto number. Auto number means it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as in sequence. You create the record and it will come up in sequence. I can create a formula field. You have to read all these helpliners to understand what exactly it is. But yeah, if you wanted to create derive something out of a formula, you have to pick on the formula field. We have roll up summary. This is only created for the master detail object, which we'll discuss further. Relationship field we'll discuss further. Then, if you wanted to have a checkbox field, whether this account is an international account or a normal account, you'll have to click on checkbox field. Uh, Currency field, if you wanted to add a particular currency, then you can have it. Then this is just storing the date and it will store the date in time. Uh, if you wanted to have a custom email address, you can have the email address over here. Number field, percentage, phone number if you wanted to store any phone number. A pick list field. We'll discuss about the pick list field just now, within a minute. And then if you wanted to store any information that usually says a text area field over here. So we'll start with getting some of the fields. Okay. Just a minute. I was looking for a use case, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll quickly create some fields for you. So let's say in the account itself, we have this is our standard object, right? So in the standard object, we'll create some custom fields because the fields that are available here with the fields relationship are there to help us, but we have a business requirement, and based on that, we'll have to other fields. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll have to select the type. So we'll start with the easy one, that is a text one. I'll click on next. I'll give them the account, account based course. Okay. You'll have to specify the length. I'll put it at 16. And then there's a, if you wanted to give any help text so that any other person who's using this particular field know why this field is being created, they will have an idea about it. This is a custom field for account based source. If you click this, then what it says that if you make this field as required, then on when you saving a record, this field always be populated with a record with a value. If there's no value, then you won't be able to save a record. So as if now we are not making this field as required. Okay, and we'll click on next. As of now, these are the different profiles where it shows is saying that for which profiles you want this particular field to be visible. I have told you that one of the profiles is the system administrator, right? There are any other profiles as well, which are being standard profiles and given by Salesforce. As of now, I am making it visible for everyone. Every profile should be able to see that. I click on next. Over here, this asks you about the page layout, which we'll discuss later on. Basically, page layout is what you see on your record page. Okay, how you're seeing the fields, what kind of fields you're seeing. You can customize it using the page layout. And then I'll click on save. If I click on save, it will automatically get saved. But I wanted to create other fields as well of different type. So I click on save and new. So it will again take me to this place. That field is already been created. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll create a checkbox field as of now. Is a checkbox. I'll click on checkbox. And what we'll do is account owned by BR. Let's say BR is some country, we will put as Canada over here. Okay. And it will ask us that we'll have to give a default value, whether you wanted to keep it always check or uncheck. As of now, I wanted to keep it unchecked. And then you can give a description and a help text that people can hover around and click on next. As of now, I'm making it visible for every profile. And again, save and so we have done two basic fields, which we'll see on the record itself over here. If I just click on refresh and going into the details tab, if you see over here, is account owned by Can? This is a checklist field which is available over here. And also, this is one of the text fields. So I can put it up as Trailhead training. Now, can someone tell me why I'm not able to type further? Anyone who was listening to the session? I wanted to type training, but I'm not able to type. I'm typing it, but it's not coming up. Anyone? Yeah. Right, Malik. The length of the field, right? If you could remember, I created I'll go back to this account-based source, and if I click on edit, do you see the length I've given? I've given a length of only 16. So when I gave a length of only 16, it was only allowing me 16 characters. So that was the reason I was not able to save it. Now I have made it to 255 characters. And let's quickly refresh it. Going back to the details tab again. And let's try to okay, just give me a minute. Okay. And also, if this the checkbox, right? Like if I click on this checkbox, I am able to save this record. So now I just created two fields on this particular object just because that was a business requirement out of it. So there are already we have all the standard fields over. But if you have standard requirements where you wanted to create a particular field based on how people wants to see their data, right? If they wanted to have a specific, I'll click on new again, right? If they wanted to have a currency field, date and time field, they can do it from here. Now, let's say we wanted to give our users and functionality, they can choose a value from a specific list of values. So from here, we have this option called as pick list. Okay. It says allow user to select a value from a list you define. So I click on pick list over here. I'll click on next. Over here, I would give an account based location. Okay. I'll click on new. I'll give Pakistan. I've given four values over here. Okay, because what I want when my users will go onto this particular field, account based location, they should be able to save the value. Okay, now the first option is display value alphabetically, not in the order you have entered. So it depends on you. If you want your value should always come alphabetically, you have to click on this. Okay. Also, there's a thing called as default value. So what it says, if you enter the default value, it overrides the setting. So basically, it asks that if I want India to be the default value every time a record is being created, it would be this. If you want to change it, you can change it as well. As of now, I do not want any default value. I want people to see none, and then they have to choose it across. And then this is an option called as restrict pick list to the values defined in the value set. What it says that basically I do not want people to add new values to this. These are the only four uh, name of the countries I want when the people would be selecting this particular field. Okay. Description and head text we have already gone through. And then I click on just next. I'll again make it visible for every profile and I'll click on save. So now over here, coming back to the same record, Guys, I'm audible.
Somewhere you are now.
Can anyone please confirm if they can hear me?
You before. Can you hear us?
Okay, thank you. So yeah, we have added a particular field, account-based location, but then when I click on over here, I'm not able to see that particular field. So let me just check. When I created that field, did I added that field to the page layout or not? Okay.
Can you please check your connection?
Guys, please bear with me. This is a strange thing that I've added this particular field, but I'm not able to see this on the page layout. Just checking.
Omar, we aren't able to hear you properly, and also it's been disconnected quite frequently.
Let me try with one more pick list. I'm not sure why it is not coming up. I'll have to check. So what we'll do is count, we'll put it as test location from the values. Sri Lanka, okay, test location. I'll make it visible for all of these and add the field. Okay, I'll click on save.
Umar, can you hear me? Umar, can you hear me?
Hi guys, can you hear me now?
Yes, Umar, we can.
Yeah, I
But can
guess
you
I
hear
was
us?
stuck with something. I was trying to create a custom field for you guys to give you in a demo, but what I could see is it's not coming up over here. I'll have to quick check with this
Umar, no worries, because we weren't able to hear
because
you for
we are trying to create a picklist field.
and
To give you an
for
example, we created a checkbox and another field,
Umar,
but
can you hear
then
us?
this is not coming up correctly. Let me just do one more thing. If I'll click on new and I'll create
Can you-
a phone field as of now.
Umar, are you able to hear us? Can anyone able to hear you?
So guys, I'm really sorry. I was not speaking for some time because I was not able to get that account field. So yeah. So as if now I just created a field on the contact that is called the source of contact. Just now, the same example, and if you could click over here, you'll see the phone web inquiry. So this is the values of pick list. Basically, you can choose any value out of it. By default, it is stored as none. If I have selected a value which I wanted to make a default, like say phone or inquiry, it would have been a default value coming up over here. Sometimes your customer would want that I want that specific value to come up as it is, like I want the phone should be always there, and then they can select any other options. So then what you have to do is you'll have to make the this phone value as a default value by clicking that checkbox. As if now I have not made it because I wanted to make to choose from the specified option and click on save. Okay, so this is one of the pick list